Hello everyone and welcome back. Today in this video we're going to go over the Wednesday night Force of Will at my place at Odyssey Games. We're going to crack open some packs, explain some of the games, how they went down, and talk about the deck I used for that day. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Now today we go over the fact that I used a burn deck. Now normally it's been kind of hard for burn decks to reign supreme or do anything in this meta because everything else is like counters. Everything's counters, quick cast counters, or counter abilities. So I decided to pick a ruler who didn't care about like 90% of the counters, and as long as he wasn't tossing quick cast all the time, or even if he was, he wouldn't care. So I chose a variation of my Mars Burn It deck, and I made it updated for this meta. So the first game went as follows. I went against a Ciel deck, so white green, all about doing the chant auras. And what she effectively did is she played chant aura pretty much every turn. I just burned them. I burn you pretty much every turn. But unfortunately, in both games, in the first game at least, I got him down to 2, and I think I either misplayed a. Oh no, I misplayed a vengeful Adiractian wizard, and I just didn't get that damage on, and it would have killed him. Alternatively, I didn't draw a blood boil, which would have stopped him from gaining life, so he wouldn't have recovered, and he would have died. Alternatively, if I had drawn another Ancient Magic card, I could have finished him with that because I used Ancient Magic counters. But of course, he eventually threw out a Lorite, and the 7 Disciples gained life from them, and gained life from something else. I want to say it was something else. I think it was another Lorite. And he survived. Oh no, he flipped Ciel and got 1,000 from that. And that put him up that even if I tried to burn him out next turn, it wasn't be enough to kill him. So he ended up living. And the next game, of course, was the same. I eventually burned him down to 6. I didn't have any more Ancient Magic, so I couldn't World Flame something to finish him out for that last bit or anything like that. And because I couldn't do that, I lost that game too. But both games were close. I pretty much had all my life, and he had one turn or he was gonna die. Both sides agreed that basically we were gonna die. Uh, we found out. I'm pretty sure that when Mars comes in, his as he comes in does not count as an activate effect or on mag effect. It counts as a continuous effect. So we weren't 100% sure that worked, but I was pretty sure it didn't. So Mars is one of the few people who can get around him. Next game was against a Reiya discard deck. This was piloted by a pretty good guy, and unfortunately for him, he kept recursioning out these creatures that had lifelink, and I just couldn't. I didn't want to deal with it, and I switched into my sideboard after the first game, burning him out. Switched into the sideboard, got more blood boils, and got, I believe, a Kirik, and then I blew him up. And then the last game was a variation. I want to say a variation of a different Reiya, but this Reiya tried to. It killed my cards on the field and tried to hit my hand out instead of the other Reiya, which was like vampires and lifelink and vitality drain and all that stuff. Similarly, I just kind of I burned it out. I burned it pretty much every single time, and then I don't think I didn't flip into my next ruler then because I didn't need him. I just burned him out that. So the way that pretty much deck is just burn. It gets around the whole fact that you have resonators and everything else, and instead goes, hey, what if I just focus on hitting the player and did nothing but hit the player? That way, you don't have to deal with barrier. You don't have to deal with whatever resonators they have on field. If they have resonators, there's cards to kill those off. That hits the whole field, like World Flame Summoning or Eruption. And that's pretty much how that went. So I won 2. I had 2 wins and 1 loss, and that 1 loss, both games were close, and pretty much the next turn I would have won, or if it wasn't for the fact I didn't have a Blood Boil, I would have won. So I think it does pretty good. Now we're going to get to the exciting part, which is us talking about cracking packs. And while we're talking about cracking packs, I have something to tell you. So we have these promotionals. We got the Dragon Ore and Absolute Awareness. It's pretty good. I like the art for it, even though it's not the best card. It will be soon when this is one of the few other ways outside Beyond Time to get stones out, even if they're tapped, especially if you're going to have stone things. And actually, some people let me borrow these. I need these right here. So at our place, we are not getting any TSW or Winds of Ominous Moon, which is weird. Ominous Wind, because people want them, and we actually do the draft next week. So I'm weirded out how we're gonna do that. But basically, if anyone else has problems getting like the new set or sets in general, I have cards I still need from this set, so it's fine. We have the Magic Shield Warrior, Idol of Vitality, Dark Knight Butterfly, Panda Acrobat, Idol of Magic, Aqua Rifle Mermaid. Profitable transactions. I don't actually have a whole bunch of these, so those are really good. High Speed Dash, and Vitality Drain, and a 4 Stone Tongue Basilisk. I mean, I can't really complain. I need a Vitality Drain. Shoot, I still don't have a whole bunch of them. Oops. This is the next pack. Well, the last pack. So we got Gentle Breeze Elemental, Electrical Discharge, Burning Awakening, Bullseye Belt, Coral Reef Mermaid, Moonlight Shadow, Leaf Healer, Shade Assassin, Keys the Wise Dolphin. This is literally my first one. I've never gotten him. And a Full Art Magic Sword Warrior. So I hope you all enjoy time here. If you have any situation where this is happening, going for, like, we literally want more cards. But I hope you enjoyed your time here, and may the Zen be with you.